One of the most asked questions that we get about points is, what's a point actually worth?
That's always the question I get asked as well. And look, there's no specific answer like 2 + 2 = 4 and anything outside of that is incorrect. But there is general rules. And the general rule out there is that you're going to get the best bang for your point, if I like to say that, if you redeem your points for flights, but specifically long-haul premium cabin flights. The maths just works out that way. You're going to get the best value that way. Other combinations of flights like, a short-haul domestic business or other flights like that will earn you a good return as well, but it'll be less than what you can get. So look, long-haul business class, for example, one way to Los Angeles or somewhere around the world is around that 3 to 4 cent mark, and going all the way down to the least value flight option, which is like a short-haul economy that gets you around 1 cent, give or take. And then when it comes to non-flight rewards, it's usually less than that.
But I think the interesting thing with things like gift cards is that what makes pay.com.au really quite unique is that even gift cards are valuable.
There's a saying that not all redemptions are equal, and you can also take that to another level and say not all gift card redemptions are equal either, because you're going to get better value if you redeem your gift cards for the flexible variety where you can use them anywhere rather than, for example, redeeming for a department store, gift card or or another branded gift card where you're locked into that brand.
Bit of a theme around flexibility.
Yes, it's all about flexibility.
So how would you apply that in the context of Qantas points?
So look, Qantas Frequent Flyer is a great program, and it is one of the largest program, probably the largest program in the Australian market. But again, when it comes to flexibility, if you're just earning points in the Qantas program, then you've got points currencies that can only be used at Qantas or its One World partners or its other airline partners, which is still significant, but it's still not going to be the same as if you earn points into a program like Pay Rewards or even American Express Rewards, for example, where you can bank those points into your account and then transfer them to a multitude of airlines, where Qantas may be one of them, and they are, but you've got that first layer of airline partners, and then those partners have their own partners. So you can see how it starts to multiply and increase the opportunity for you to find those, elusive reward seats.
So with Pay Rewards, obviously we're a business platform and a business rewards program. That translates into Qantas's business rewards program, am I right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so Qantas Business Rewards, but you can transfer them to personal Qantas Frequent Flyer accounts at the 1-to-1 ratio.
So Qantas is a great partner of pay.com.au. Can you tell us a little bit more about how the points value and Pay Rewards relate to using it with Qantas?
Yeah, that's a good question. And firstly, you make a good point. Qantas Business Rewards is a partner of Pay Rewards, which is a flexible rewards program, but you don't find that too often in flexible points programs in this country. And that's because Qantas made a decision back in 2009 to have Qantas direct earning cards. And that's why you don't see them in too many flexible rewards programs, but you do see them in Pay Rewards. So if you're a Pay Rewards customer and you've transferred your points over to the Qantas Business Rewards, into your Qantas Business Rewards account, I should say, then you're looking at how you're going to use them, right? So again, you're going to get that best value if you follow the general rule that I said earlier, and that is that if you redeem your Qantas points for, let's say, a long-haul business class flight to Los Angeles, you're going to get around that 3 to 4 cents worth of value. If you redeem them for, let's say, a short-haul economy, it might be around that 1 to 1.5 cents. You can still get good value, especially if you're flying to, let's say, regional areas or rural areas like Mount Isa and that don't have much competition. You can get more value than that. But most of the time you're getting around that 1 cent value. And then with gift cards, you're going to get less than that. But again, it depends on what type of gift card you get as well. So the gift cards that you can get through Pay Rewards, they're the more flexible variety. So you could be getting, closer to that 1 cent of value as well.
What are things that business owners should really be thinking about when they consider the value of their points?
Yeah, it's the same as if you're a personal frequent flyer as well. You need to think about, firstly, the monetary value you're going to get. So not everyone is looking to maximize every single point that they redeem in terms of the value that they get. But if you are, you want to, again, consider those long-haul business, first class flights, because they're going to get you the best value. But at the same time, there are some programs out there that on paper will get you the best value because the number of points you need, for example, might be quite low compared to competitors. And you think, excellent, if I redeem for this, then I'm going to get the best value. The only catch is that program never releases reward seats for that particular redemption. So the other thing you need to consider is, what is the reward availability like if you're looking to redeem your points for flights, obviously. So you need both. Myself, I try to maximize both to make sure that I'm redeeming to get the best value, but also that it's a realistic redemption that I'm going to get as well. So they're the two things. So it's got to be a holistic approach, really. You don't just look at one or the other because they really need to work hand in hand.
A really interesting thing in how business owners can actually calculate their rewards is they can actually go to the pay.com.au website. Mm-hmm. We've built a very useful calculator that lets business owners calculate just how many points they can earn on their existing business expenses. Plus, we've built some interesting examples on how you'll actually be able to redeem those points as well.
Yeah, so that's definitely one of the best ways to work out the value you're going to get. So go to that calculator and put all those details in. And also in our modules, we've got a formula in there that goes through the value you can get on a redemption as well. So if you use both those things, you'll be able to see what the value you're going to get.
Our next module is all about flexibility in rewards programs. We go into why flexibility is so important and the benefits to engaging in a flexible program rather than tying yourself to one.
Yeah, it goes back to that major gripe in 8 years of being in this industry, hearing that common question is, I've earned the points and I can't find the reward seat, so what's the point? Well, the point is that if you go to a program like Pay Rewards, or American Express Rewards is another one actually, that's a flexible rewards program, then you can bank those reward points and then transfer them to airline partners or hotel partners at a time of your choosing based on your specific travel needs or wishes at a particular time. And that way it increases the chances of finding the redemption, and that's why they're so valuable.